Hello everyone, welcome to Hans Garage. Today we are going to replace spark plugs, and this OEM one has been running for 90,000 miles without getting replaced. So just look at the difference between the old one and the new one. Alright, let's get right to it. Alright, before I get to step-by-step tutorial, I wanted to explain a couple of the situations I had to face. Very difficult situation for this very simple job. You can see the old spark plugs already. New ones, ignition coils. So first things first, you have to take off this plastic cover off the engine. Then you have access to all the ignition coils, which are already taken out. So first you have to remove these wiring harness. So what you do is you just pop this off and then take out the wiring harness, wiggle your ignition coil a little bit, pop it out, and then you'll be able to access your spark plugs with this special tool that I've bought. This also has a magnet tip, so after you unscrew it, the spark plug will be attached and you take it out. And I've had to use some of the adapters and extensions according to my need. You might not need this, but if you have this car, you'll need it, because the last spark plug sitting in the corner is extremely hard to get to, especially on this side. So I've had to remove this plastic wiring guide that's held on by a 10mm nut, plastic nut. I had to remove this off the wall in order for me to free this red wire here, which is in the way for sure. Without taking this off, you can take it out. I had to move this out of the way, and it was extremely hard for me to get the last ignition coil out of this corner, which took a long time actually, about 5 to 10 minutes just for that one coil. And on this side, which is pretty easy, there's two 10mm nuts right here. They look like these, and you can free this. This comes off pretty easily. This took about a minute for me to take out the last one. And the remaining 6 or 3 here, 3 on the other side, very easy to take out. So let's get right to it, and I'm going to show you guys everything step by step. Alright, to get to the spark plugs, we have to take off the covers. And there are 4 screws here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And those are Torx screws. And we are going to use size T30. That's the one. And let's take them off. And then we can tape these panels off on the side after taking this big one off. And for the side panels, you can just kind of pop them off, just like that. There we go. Now you just gotta pop this up, take the cable out, and this coil is free. Just gotta wiggle it a little bit and pull it. Just like that. Pop it up. Get the cable out. Wiggle a little bit. Pull it. If I can get this housing out, I can move this cable. Yeah, there we go. Now this cable is kind of out of the way. Okay, that was for sure. It's definitely out. And the problem is, how can I take it out all the way when it's blocked? It's like halfway out. I'm just like yanking on it little by little. Oh wow. Oh my god. That was the hardest thing to do. Okay. is it? Not really. Okay, it's kind of out of the way. See if I can grab the coil. Oh wow, almost there. You see that? Just no space for me to take it out. I'll try to push it back in there. Maybe if I were to face it this way. Yeah, definitely this way. Okay. All right. Wow. Wow. I'm going to see if I can use my spark plug tool with the little adapter and extension. See if I can snake it in there. Yes. Yes. That was very difficult. Yes, the last spark plug. Look at that. Wow. Now we're going to install new spark plugs, and I'm going to put a little coat of NECs just so that they don't get stuck. Alright, now I'm going to torque everything to spec. Alright, now we are going to reinstall the ignition coils. Get all this wiring harness. Just like that. Put the wiring harness back on. Oops. Pop it back in. Okay. All right. The last one for the corner. Please help me with this. It's not gonna be fun at all. Yes, yes, Alright, all the ignition coils are installed on this side and on this side. So that's it for the spark plug replacement. And before I put the covers back on, I'm going to start the engine and see how it goes. Alright, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, but I'm actually glad the car is running a lot better and idling a lot better than before. But I know I have to replace a couple more things, or I've got codes for a couple more things. So I definitely need to replace this evap fuel purge valve. I need to replace this, and I've got codes for secondary air pump, crankshaft sensors, and knocking sensors. And I hope I don't have to replace any of those because those are expensive and those are harder to do. So stay tuned for this upcoming video and see what happens after. And follow my Instagram, which I'll put in the link in the description box for more frequent updates. And I'll see you guys next time for this most problematic 645ci. I don't know why I got myself into this, but we out here.